Excellencies, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, I am grateful for the opportunity to share my message with you today at the 20th Euro-Mediterranean Conference. My name is Daniela Bas and I am the Director of the Division for Social Policy and Development in the United Nations Department for Economic and Social Affairs here in New York. It is particularly timely, I think, to engage in a comprehensive analysis of the role of new technologies in fostering inclusive social development, as well as explore the opportunities and challenges they generate for promoting the objectives of social development in the context of realizing sustainable development and the future we want. No doubt, there is a need to promote social policies that can maximize the potential social development benefits and reduce the risks associated with the increased uptake of new technologies. So, the role of information and communication technology in promoting sustainable development and socioeconomic integration cannot be overstated. Since the 1995 World Summit for Social Development, social and economic integration have been central objectives of international development efforts. In addition, the Copenhagen Declaration, adopted at the Social Summit and recognized that access to and use of technologies by individuals can help in fulfilling development goals. The Millennium Declaration and other international development initiatives have further strengthened this message, highlighting that the potential of information and communication technology is an important enabler of sustainable and inclusive and social economic development in both developed and developing countries. So, in the Division for Social Policy and Development, the one I lead, our work on information and communication technologies, or ICTs, has focused on their potential for promoting the empowerment for all people and for improving the well-being of disadvantaged and marginalized communities. For instance, the eMedMed project, being showcased at today's event, presents a good example of how ICTs can be used effectively to improve the well-being of all. So, telemedicine initiatives can help to fill a gap in healthcare provision for people who are disadvantaged because of their location or the mobility issues. I'm thinking of older persons, persons with disabilities, or persons with small children, just to mention a few. So, you see, for these groups, lack of access to healthcare limits their ability to live full and productive lives and often compounds existing situations of poverty and exclusion. Persons with disabilities stand out among those groups that are particularly vulnerable to exclusion from accessible healthcare services, particularly if I think of developing countries based on the data we have. Persons with disabilities and also older persons living in remote or underserved areas where specialized care may be otherwise unavailable, or where situations where transportation or other public infrastructures make it difficult for them to access services, well, in this case, telemedicine provides an opportunity for them to get the focused and the specialized care that they may be required. So from this perspective, telemedicine and e-health initiatives such as eMedMed help in securing the realization of the rights of persons with disabilities as promoted by the Convention of the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, which was adopted in 2006. So, ladies and gentlemen, while I have pinpointed the benefits of telemedicine and e-health initiatives on, for instance, persons with disabilities are important, I must here reiterate that if properly designed and delivered, initiatives like these have a great potential to improve the quality of life of all persons. We must, however, remain wary that for many of the places where ICTs can be used and can be very useful in improving the human condition, the availability of new technology still remains a challenge. By working together in partnership, We will become stronger and better equipped to build a better future for everyone and everywhere in the world. So, let me end by congratulating our hosts, the Observatory for Cultural and Audiovisual Communication in the Mediterranean, for organizing this very important event in cooperation with the European Parliament and other partners. I wish you continued success in your efforts to promote ICTs for development. Thank you for your attention.